What's good, y'all? Desi Dez back with another video, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure as you read by the title, and pretty much in this video, I'm gonna be reacting to the Al Harrington and Steven Jackson incident at the strip club. I think it's called Club Rio. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I heard a lot about that Indiana team because, they had Al Harrington, Steven Jackson, Reggie Miller, was he retired? And I think, yeah, Danny Granger and... was Reggie Miller retired? I can't recall, but anyway, yeah. So like I said, I heard about that team, and then I always wondered, like, why didn't they win the championship? Because they was packed, like they was stacked. But as I looked more into it, as I heard about this incident, so I was like, you know what, why not react to it? So like I said, if you're interested, definitely keep watching.
So you guys are traded for each other somewhat in 04, and then you eventually end up back on the Pacers together. You guys want to talk about that? What was that like?
Well, the playing together was short, real short in Indiana. Yeah, he got us ran out of town, actually.
What happened? What you talking about?
How you gonna play that on stack, man?
Hold on. Really? It's your fault.
For real?
I was at home, chilling. Jack, let's go.
Right.
The rest of the team is out. Let's go.
Right.
I'm like, nah, we've been out all day. Jack, come on, man. So you're the reason why I left the house.
Right.
That may be true. But what happened was...
Man, that's how it is. Like, especially if I'm already at home chilling, and it wasn't nothing that was already planned. It was just like a spur of the moment. Like, you don't want to go out. Most likely, I ain't leaving my chill spot. I'm sorry. Like, I ain't leaving it. So you can't really put it all on Stack. But I mean, at the same time, Stack. I mean, yeah.
What transpired after he left the house?
Man, so whatever it was, man, like, so we get traded for each other. I should have never left. This guy is unbelievable. I leave. He goes and have a brawl in Detroit.
Hey, that ball wasn't Stack's fault, bro. That ball wasn't Stack's fault.
I would have been in there.
No
You
question.
serious about that? Thank God, because I needed all my chicken.
Right.
You say you need all this chicken.
All my chicken. Thank God I was in there. But okay, so from a distance, I look, I see that, boom, Stack going the stairs, he fighting everybody in the arena or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's wild. This guy's wild. Next year, they have some success or whatever. So obviously now there's an opportunity for me to actually go back to the team. So I'm like, one of those, I felt like, I should have never left Indiana in the first place, to be honest, because Atlanta was a hellhole. You know what I'm saying? I went from winning 61 games in the 2003-4 season to 4-5 season, winning 13 games.
Yep.
So, like,
your numbers was crazy, though.
My numbers was crazy, but they don't respect numbers when you win 13. They like, somebody got to score.
Oh, man. Anybody on a bad team could put up great numbers. That's just facts, but, yeah.
They don't give you no props when you get big numbers on a 13-win team. It was so bad in Atlanta, bro. I remember one time we went on a losing streak for so long that by the time we won, Sports Center ran a special of like all the things that happened.
Damn! That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. Man, that's wrong.
All kind of stuff.
The playoffs?
No, they ain't even tell me how bad it was.
The motherfucker bad said the playoffs.
Tell me how bad it was going to be in Atlanta. Or whatever. So, to his point, I get back to the team, and, obviously, they had a lot of success. And I'm thinking, obviously, adding me and all this type of stuff. Now, I'm understanding.
It was you for Ron.
Yeah, and I'm understanding now, like, I'm going to come off the bench, and I'm okay with it now. You know what I'm saying? I got through that process.
What year is this? What, year 6 for you, 7?
It was year 6 when I left.
Okay.
When you
came back, you was starting, because remember, Ron had just left. So you was starting.
Ron was a sack?
Yeah, you
that's why I
was
say
starting.
Ron.
You was starting. Ron had just left. And that's why they brought you back, because they had to get Ron up out of there.
That's right. So, we're playing well. You know what I'm saying? Not well, we're playing okay.
Okay.
Or whatever, but we get through training
Yeah,
camp.
I'm still staying,
the night, that changed everything for me. So when I get back, I'm thinking like I'm set. Like I'm never leaving Indiana. Can they love me, whatever? So I go and buy a house that I want to gut and do all this stuff to it. So I gut it. I put all kind of wild stuff.
No, man. No, man.
In every room.
Went crazy.
This went crazy, right?
No, man. Like when you play. I mean, in the NBA, of course, it's a business, so it's like, me personally, I wouldn't even get settled, like, on a team. Because, anytime when they want to, like I said, they'll trade you up out there, then you gotta leave your house, leave home and everything. It's just like, nah, that's, me personally, like, I ain't gonna get too comfortable unless, like I said, I'm about to retire, then I'll get comfortable. But other than that, nah, I can't.
Thinking I'm back in Indiana to stay. Or whatever, so... Training camp, we get a day off.
No good.
You said a day off.
We had no practice.
That's all you need to say.
Everybody like, yo, let's go out and hang out. So I should have known the night was gonna be crazy because I come out of this restaurant called Champs and Jamal Tinsley's driving by, so I wave him down.
I forgot
So I'm
Jamal
like,
Tinsley.
more. So he pull over. So I'm like, what you about to do? So as I stick my head in the car, in the back seat of his car, he has like 25 guns.
Just laying there. Pause.
Bruh.
So we had all just got our gun license.
Oh, that's what it is. See, y'all got them gun licenses. Y'all went crazy.
All gun license. Like 2 weeks before that.
You got them gun licenses. Y'all went crazy.
So I should have known this was gonna be a wild night. Because I looked in the car and he's in a 645 BMW. So there's no real backseat, but it's filled with guns. So I'm like, where are you coming from? So he's like,
Nah.
coming from the gun
Hey.
range.
No, instead of saying where are you coming from, you say that too, but at the same time, I was like, where are you coming from and where the hell you going? Like, well, they got them gun licenses, boy. Y'all went crazy.
Got our licenses, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right. I'm like, yo, let's do something tonight. They like, all right, let's go, I think it's called Pure Passion, or what was the name of the spot?
Called Rio. Yeah.
Rio, Club Rio. Let's go to Rio. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's go to Rio. Get on the phone, call. It's the first person I'm gonna call. Stack, what you doing? Said, I'm at the house. I'm chilling. Hey, let's go to Rio tonight. We ain't got practice tomorrow. Let's go shake it up a little bit. All right. So we all meet at Rio. So I think the night
Whole team?
Whole team. We all in there.
Oh, shit, that was
throwing
up.
some dollars around, having a great time. Get around that time for me. I'm like, all right, I'm gone. So shake his hand. They just act like I'm right behind you. What else? I'm like, all right, cool. So I leave. I go downtown. I'm staying at the hotel downtown. I get up the next morning, and this is when I had this bullshit-ass mohawk.
Yeah, man, I seen that, but I was like, man, why ain't nobody tell this man that's
For them to be my
no.
homeboys, nobody pulled me aside. Like,
Hey, if I was there, I would have told you something right there. I'm like, bro, I would have pulled you to the side and be like, bro, hey, that mohawk ain't it.
It was some Mr. T shit.
it was some and that's why I
He says
struggled
it's
with
Mr. T
that.
stuff.
All the time. It was some bullshit, but nobody, not one of my homeboys said, yo, fam.
For real, man. I'm like, I would have, like I said, I would have pulled you to the side and be like, hey, that mohawk ain't it, man. Like,
Definitely made me cut my shit off.
oh, man.
So check it out. So I get up in the morning, whatever. Sunny day. It's a nice day. Beautiful day. Off day. So I'm going to the barbershop to go get my mohawk touched up. So I get in there, and when I sit down, the dude like, yo, everybody all right from last night? And I'm like, what you mean? He's like, nah, the Pacers, y'all had a shootout last night. I said, a shootout? What you talking about,
Like, for real, like,
He's
the
like,
hell?
yeah, man, y'all team had a shootout with some dudes at the club. I'm like, what club? He's like, Rio. So I'm literally the last person in the state of Indiana to know that these boys had a shootout.
He was just with him.
So I called Stack. Well, he don't answer, obviously. I called J.O. J.O. like, we at the hospital. So I'm like, he's like, we about to leave, though. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he like, everybody gonna meet at Stack House in like a couple hours. So I go to Stack House, and it's like all somber, whatever.
Quiet in the morning.
But I call it Danny Granger. So we walk in, and Stack come turn the corner, and his face is like this big, his lips, everything.
Bro.
It's
All kind of
crazy.
shit.
And
Yeah, I heard
Danny
you talk
Granger looked
about
at him
this.
and said,
It made me laugh. I couldn't really laugh because my lips were so small.
I tried to laugh, and oh my God.
So when Al was pulled out the parking lot, I was right behind.
Hey, it's Steven Jackson, if you ever come across this video, like, I just want to see a picture of your face when it was like that, because it's just like, I don't know, it just say your face was just big like that. I mean, you told stories about it, so it's like, bro, I want to see that. I got to see that, though. I just got to see it, man.
But as Al was turning the corner at the light, I seen Jamal running out the club, and they was chasing Jamal to his car. So I put my shit in reverse. And as I we just got a gun license, so I pulled my shit out, and I ran over with Jamal. I had my shit in my hand. By the time I get over there, it looked like we about to fight, so I hit one of them with my pistol. Bang!
Bang. Yep.
We get to fighting. More dudes come up out the club. I've been in that position too many times. I know before I get surrounded and stumped out, I'm going to let off some warning shots.
Yep.
Bow. I let 2 off. By that time, I was running to my car. One of the niggas that got in their car and sized me up in the parking lot and hit me going like 35, 40 miles per hour. Boom, knocked me in the air. I hit the ground. The momentum of the car hit me. My face is hitting the ground. I stand up. All my teeth gone. My lips shattered.
Mm.
And I was out of it. But what made made me come back was one of my teammates, I ain't got to say his name on here, he started letting off at the car. And that made me come out of it. So as I stood up and saw that, I pulled my shit out and chased the car down. As I shot my last shot, I passed out. Wake up in the back of the car with Marquise and the police, Marquise Daniels in the police car, because just for the simple fact that they had all of us arrested, but they had me in the car and I was unconscious. So I hear him kicking the door. He think I'm dying because my teeth gone, my lips just bleeding everywhere. He think I'm dying. So he kicking the door, and that's how I wake up. 10 minutes later, they let us go. We meet at the gas station, and I think that's when he talked to jail for the first time, because we all met at the gas station. We all had guns. We all was finna go tear some shit up. I was ready to kill everything moving, and mid-sentence, JermaineO'Neal stopped. Jack, I feel all that shit. I feel all that shit you talk about. I would have killed somebody too, but you got to go to the hospital, dog. You got to go to the hospital. And I'm not even thinking that, but what the fucked up part was, as soon as he said it, my shit instantly started hurting.
Hey, it be like that. So you had that adrenaline going through you, so you ain't gonna feel nothing until you sit down and actually relax. Oh yeah.
For 2 hours with no anesthesia. So they cutting my lips, taking rocks and shit out my debris out my lips and shit for 2 hours. I'm holding Rick collar.
Oh hell no! Like any kind of surgery, I don't care how big or small it is. Hey, put me to sleep. I don't want to feel none of that. Hell no.
Hand, and I forgot who else was there, my girl hand at the time, and just I fought it for 2 hours. After that shit, I slept for like 7 hours straight.
Damn. Man, that was crazy. That's crazy though, man. Like I give props to him though. Yeah, he got all that done without like no anesthesia, no none of that. Like, whoa. Yeah, I'm like, whatever it is for me, you got to put me to sleep. But nah, like I say, yeah, man. Hey, that's the video. You feel me? Like I said, that's my reaction to that situation. You know what I'm saying? It was a crazy situation, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Glad everybody made it out there. You know what I'm saying? Alive and well. They all well now, so you know. Yeah. But like I say, if you like the video, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Hey, whatever you feel like doing, I'm down with regardless. You know what I'm saying? So. To my next video, you already know what it is. Hey, I'll see y'all in a minute.